All right. This here is called the Spock's Minnow. It's actually like a muddler minnow, but it's not really the true uh, muddler because, well, it was conceived with a certain type of materials, and now there's just such a different selection of materials that there's no point in tying it with that stuff anymore. I mean, you can, but um, you don't need to. Um, so what you do, get the little arm out of the way. I'm really digging this vise, man. It's freaking awesome, dude. I'm gonna move this camera over a little bit. So guess what? We had more rain today. Not much, but we've been getting a lot of rain for the desert. Um, so yeah, so you just take this, and then you take some marabou, and the point of the marabou is to make just a little tail. Okay, so you don't want to. So probably using this little piece here is sufficient here, because you just want to make like a little tail. Okay. All right, and put it on, and just make sure that it's, that it's kind of around the hook and looks semi-natural to like how a little minnow. Well, this is kind of a big tail for a little minnow, but that's all right. All right, and then you just clamp it off there. So the hook I'm using is a item number 167 Orvis fly hook. It's high carbon. Uh, it's chemically sharpened, and they are sharp, man. A number 6 uh, hook from Orvis. I mean, I don't, they you could probably find this hook from somewhere else. All right, and then you can use and from this point on, the fly is really easy to tie. You just take some dubbing. This is Hare's ice dub, and that's fine. You can use a white or this cream colored here. So that's what it is right there. All right, it's probably all in reverse. Okay, you just kind of flatten it out. But this is a good little pattern if you're just one day. It was probably almost 10 years ago. I was using this pattern, but minus the dub. I tied it with like white chenille, like that crystal chenille. This is like 10 years ago. I guess they didn't have this ice dub, but this ice dub's nice. And man, I used some small. See the thing, but I just put way too much on the backside of that. That's all right. So just a small smidgen of amount. All right, so you want to just go up, and you're going to go up to about where that hook barb is. You're going to go up to about 3 lengths of that. Man, I got a lot of work to do today, man. But I just need a. Let me get that dubbing back on there kind of good. Now I'm going to go ahead and strip some of this off. I'll use that little butt. Well, this ain't that much. So you should just start off with just a small amount. I mean, because it's always about, it's probably more about using too much than not enough most of the time with this. Okay. So we'll just take that amount. I didn't want to really move that up. So now at this point, we're ready to put on some put on some some olive, an olive like back. Probably use like brown, maybe even cream or something like that. Whatever, whatever mimics your minnows. But I'm going to tie 2 of these in cream, and I already have one. Lock that down real good. Okay. Probably put a little more. You could probably put like just like this one clump like right on there. Just make sure that you keep it from spinning around, okay? And lock it down. Real good. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put this is bucktail. You're going to put some deer hair, some bass bug hair, some deer hair, right? And I'm going to use olive. And you can always people usually use too much per clump, and so what you do is you kind of do like a like 2 loose wraps, and make sure you know you kind of got it around the hook. Tighten and start tightening it up. Right. So on this side, so what it looks like I did is I splayed the deer hair more on the side towards the camera, and there's not really enough on the side facing me. So what you want to do is take some and just put kind of a clump. Start out with like loose wraps, and then start tightening. Okay. So you want to hold it so it doesn't spin around. All right. All right. So now you got this nice even glob of deer hair. All right. All right. And then, uh-oh, what did I do with it? Uh-oh, what did I do? Let's see if I can find it. My desk is such a mess here. Well, it's not. It's my kitchen table. I've been I've been tying a lot of flies for people. Um, well, there's a hair stacker you can use, and I don't know where it's at. So just kind of hold it, and and I like to get the, once I pull it back like this. So I put the the thread holder here. What I can't even remember what you call this thing. Okay, and then lock that up. Okay, and then make sure everything's all nice, and I'm gonna go ahead and hack that one. Doesn't matter what it does. So then I take like a small clump. I don't know what I do with that hair packer. I got an old school one, man. So we'll go ahead and kind of attack this from not the top, but from like just off from the top. Okay, and that kind of went around the hook kind of nice. I got spun around the hook kind of nice. So that's what you're looking for, just to make sure it goes around the hook, and take this. All right, you can put, so I'm going to put one small little clump, and I'm just going to get some of these hairs that I dropped, kind of even them up. Don't have to be real precise, because, okay. Okay, and spun it around the hook. Okay, and then ready. We're ready to finish this puppy off. Okay, so now we're about ready to trim. We're doing pretty good on time on this thing here. So yeah, someone told me to break this blade in half, and that's fine. I could do that, but so yeah, this deer hair cuts real nice with these razor blades. Okay, so now kind of do a, okay, and so now this looks pretty good so far, and we'll just kind of get these stragglers with scissors. One day, I was fishing the San Saba River. Man, I love the San Saba. And I was throwing this little fly here. It was a little different back then, but basically the same thing. And I completely forgot about this pattern, you know. And and anyhow, I was throwing it, and I swear to you, I think I was fishing with a 5 weight, but I had probably 50 largemouth bass take this fly, and it was devastated after. I mean, I probably had 2 or 3 of them, and you know, if I would have had a bigger rod, I probably could have caught and thrown some bigger flies. I probably could have caught more, you know. So here we go. Um, you don't have to put eyes on this, but here it is. You know, just a little minnow pattern. Um, so I'm gonna get some eyes and put it on here, but the ones that I picked for initially look like they're too big. So I'm gonna go find some smaller ones. And I'm gonna trim this a little more. All right. So I'm gonna find some smaller eyes and put it on here. Probably don't need to, but thanks for watching. I'll post a pic of it with the eyes on it and put that as a cover. All right. Please like and subscribe. Let's see. Wait. Oh, here we go.